All right, welcome to another episode of Inspired Content, where I'll be rating and reviewing a movie by the name of Incredibles 2. This has been a long time in the making, I think, and it's even longer since it came out that I waited to see it. I gotta say, like I don't know if the long time helped it or not. Like, not that it needed help. The Incredibles movies have been good movies. I feel like I remember the first one fondly, but I also remember a few years ago showing the first Despicable Me movie to a kid that I knew and being totally caught off guard with how the minions in the Minion movie are so much better than the forms of the characters in the first Despicable Me. And I wonder if going back, if I would see the same issue with the first Incredibles movie. Like, would it look like if you go back now and you look at the very first Toy Story movie and compare it to the newest Toy Story movies, the difference in capabilities and techniques and animation would be startling. And I wonder if the first Incredibles movie has some of that, but I don't remember it, and I didn't notice it when I saw it because I didn't have the current stuff to compare it against. I'd be curious to see if that's the case. But that being said, I feel like I want to rate The Incredibles 2 as a 7.3 out of 7.5. Overall, what I'd say about this movie is this was a good enough movie on the overall story. The artwork was, I guess at this point, I should say exemplary. It's something I've gotten so used to that I wouldn't say like, oh, it's an amazing artwork, but I definitely notice it if we had lesser quality. So I do think they've done amazingly well at that. I feel like the sound and the music, I can't say where the music was in the movie, which suggests to me that it was done perfectly. And character design was kind of fun. I saw the villain coming from the very get-go, and I gotta tell you, for me, this movie is Jack's movie. This is Jack's movie. The other characters are just in it. So for me, a superpowered baby is the gem of this movie. A superpowered baby with a raccoon is a show stealer. A superpowered baby being babysat by Edna Mode steals the show. That and maybe the baby on the loose in the ship. I think honestly, like, it's his movie. The rest is filler. I could watch. It's sort of like, actually thinking about it right now, it sort of feels like it makes a few callbacks to the old Mr. Magoo TV show, where he's out trying to catch a wandering baby or his missing puppy or something, and he's just, or no, it's more like the baby's Mr. Magoo. I don't know. It's got some of those parts where, oh right, there is an old animated um Animaniacs with the baby that's always getting in trouble and the dog that's always trying to save it. That's this. And they make it work. And that baby with like the baby laugh and the baby noises is super adorable. It's yeah, that makes the whole movie for me. The rest of it's sort of like an okay, mostly worked out story, but the baby storyline is the big one. It's got a little bit of the dad and mom's role struggling to get a sense of how this all works and trying to work his way through it. Mom deciding on being a career mom versus being a stay-at-home mom kind of situation. Teen angst about relationships. The you know, there's not much story there for Flash that I see, and sibling relationship. There's a little bit of story there. There's a little bit of world building with the resolution to the superhero stuff, but I mean, it's all just little bits here, and there are events that happen that gradually change the course of these little things happen that spell out a little bit more of the larger world, but it's really like the main mystery with Elastigirl trying to defeat the villain and Mr. Mom and kids getting into trouble. Like, yeah, it's just those three little things that by themselves would probably be a half an hour episode, but put together into a trio and surrounded by the little bits of the rest of the story, I think it works. I think they put it together well enough that you don't feel like you've been robbed of the rest of the story. So that's my feeling on it. If you have the opportunity, you should check it out. If you've not already seen it, if you've already seen it, you should probably check it out again, because Jack Jack is adorable. I think I'll leave it there. Next up will be the creative prompts inspired by Incredibles 2. I almost said Inspicable. That's not what the movie's called. So watch for that. I guess it's later today at this point, but Saturday afternoon, early evening, the creative prompts from Incredibles 2. Wow, my brain just froze on that. All right, I guess I should hang up here. Thanks for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.